Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Friends, more updates are coming up regarding this general overseer who married the wife to one of his members. I think it's like there's something going on that has not really been laid out there on the table. Today, the son of this pastor, the general overseer, who is also a pastor, his name is Pastor Peter Adesoji Adeoye, whose father was thrown into the spotlight, as we all know that he married Tina, who happens to be the wife of Ben Bright, and they were all members of his church prior to when he now married her. The son has now released loved up photos of his father and his mother, because if we could recall yesterday from the video I posted, the son came out saying that the father is still legally married to his mother, that they have not divorced, citing that they are in the court on their divorce issue, but the divorce has not been finalized. And that makes it that his own mother is still the legal wife of his father, adding that the mother still remains the first wife, while Tina is the second wife. And after Bright Ben, who is the husband of the woman the father married, that's Tina, called out Pastor Moses Adeoye, General Overseer of World Bank Assembly, accusing him of marrying his wife, Peter had released a post on Facebook. I had also posted that yesterday as well, where she was making it clear that his father, the General Overseer, did not divorce his mother before remarrying. On that particular video, it's an audio I had released regarding Tina. Even her own mother, they all came out to explain what transpired and what led to Tina marrying the General Overseer. After Tina Adeoye released a video explaining why she left her husband of 11 years, Bright Ben, to marry Pastor Moses Adeoye, Peter, a pastor himself, took to Facebook to beg Nigerians to pray for his family. The son feels that there's a problem and no one seemed to see that problem, or rather he's trying to explain to Nigerians that all is not well with his own family, that's his own mother with his father, and he is not okay with what is happening at the moment. He released these photos of his dad, Pastor Moses Adeoye, his mom, Mercy Adeoye, and his sister, also himself. You could see in those pictures that is the family of Adeoye, and the wedding photos capturing different occasions in their lives as a family. And looking at this, you could see that at some point this family seemed to be a loving family all together, but it seems like a lot has gone wrong and things are not the way it used to be. And the son, who is one of the pastors in the church, is now pleading that people should pray for their family, that things are not okay. The truth is this: no matter what has transpired between a parent, their kid will not be happy to see them separated. Even though the son has not said anything against Tina, neither has the son said Tina snatched the father away from the mother. He didn't mention that. All he is saying is that he wants prayers for his family owing to the fact that things are not okay. And to him, the parents are still meant to be together because they are not yet legally divorced. Guys, looking at all of this now, isn't this looking so difficult for you to really analyze? At this point, I want to leave it at the table. Who do you think is at fault here now? Because yesterday, even Tina's mom That's the lady that is marrying the general overseer. The mother came out to explain that her daughter did not just scat out of the husband's house just like that, that she was facing domestic abuse, which we all know that no one would encourage any woman to remain in a home where there is domestic abuse or where the husband is maltreating her to a point of fear for her own life. The mom cited that she decided to marry this pastor all because she did not receive any bride price from her daughter's first husband, and it indicates that they had no legal connection when it has to do with marriage, because the major thing in Africa is once a woman has been married to a man, the thing that makes it legal is the bride price. That bride price given to the lady's family has now made them husband and wife. But in the case of Tina, that did not happen. That obviously means that they can't be called husband and wife, despite the fact that they married in church. That was what made it very easy for Tina to leave the house, because the husband did not pay anything on her head. Even when they went back to the village, the elders realized that nothing was paid, and as such, she doesn't belong to Bright and she can't be called his wife legally. That was how the whole issue regards to Tina not being legally married to Bright came up. And Tina also released a video. I had posted all of that yesterday. It was an audio. So if you've not listened to it, please, you could go back to listen to it and hear directly from Tina. She cited all the domestic abuse she was receiving from her husband for the past 11 years. In that video, she kept on begging people to please leave her current husband, that's the general overseer, alone, that he has got nothing to do with her leaving her home. And the son to the general overseer is still indicating that the father and his own mother has not yet separated. This makes his mother the wife of the father, being the first wife, and then saying that Tina is the second wife. But in all of this, the general overseer has not said a word. He has not come out to say he's still married to his wife. Neither has he come out to say that he's in the process of divorce. Neither has he also said Tina is a woman that he has decided to spend the rest of his life with, and she has got nothing to do with whatever is happening with his own family. But if we're to weigh all of this now, do we all think that Tina coming into the family has made things worse or difficult for Pastor Adeoye to reconcile with his wife? Or do we think that the son coming out now is an indication that the father marrying Tina was a wrong move? Because if we can see from what the son is posting right now on Facebook, he's trying to say that he wants his family to be the way it used to be. But Tina is now in the picture, and she'll be seen as a stepmom, and they are married in church already. They even did a traditional marriage. And you know that once traditional marriage is involved, it makes the woman the wife to that particular man. But in all of this, it didn't show whether the general overseer had a traditional marriage with his previous wife. Even though the son said the father and the mother are currently in court trying to dissolve their marriage, which has not been resolved. And in situations of marriages being dissolved completely, sometimes some couple tend to work on their marriages, even still working on the divorce, and eventually some of them cancel the divorce and they move on and come back together as a couple. Who knows, maybe that was what the son was thinking would happen with his own mother and the father. And he was happy with the way things were, and to him right now, he actually wants things to come back the way it used to be. But looking at all of this, it's a big family issue. Now that the father is married to Tina, she's now seen as his wife. Then what happens to his first wife? Even though they're still in the divorce process, although the first wife has not come out to say anything or express any kind of pain or anger as result to the husband getting married to Tina, it's becoming more and more messier every day. Things regarding family, when it's being presented to the public openly, don't you think it's making matters worse? Because different comments, different opinions will pop up there, creating more confusion or creating a way out of this issue. In some cases, opinions will come to see how they can mend the home. Another case, some people will come up with opinions that would make things worse. You don't expect everybody to say things the way it should be said. But family issues, friends, you all think it's the best to come out online, to come out in the public, because it's like more problems are popping up every day from this family issue. Should family matters be resolved in private more? Do you think that would help the matter to resolve, or that would heal the family? Please, what you think about this, you could put that down at the comment section. Who do we point fingers at now is the cause of whatever is happening in the family? Is it Bright, who started the whole issue of abusing his wife from what the wife and the mom had said? Or is it the general overseer marrying Tina? Some people are now saying that the general overseer took advantage of Tina's predicament, owing to the fact that she is going through pain with her then husband Bright, and he wanted to comfort her, and in the course of that, he decided that he was going to marry her to keep her happy. These are comments coming from people. On the other hand, too, some people are lashing back at Tina and saying she has now carried her problems into this other family and causing that family not to resolve their own issue they were having before she came into the picture. Even though nobody is saying she is the cause of the problem between Pastor Adeoye and his own wife, but they are saying that coming into the picture has made things difficult. Even if the family was to settle, the husband and the wife was to come back together, that's the general overseer and his wife, that Tina marrying the husband has made things more difficult. These are comments coming from people. Friends, but from all of this now, the son coming out to ask Nigerians to pray for their family, do you think that's a wrong move, or do you think that it's what should be done as a kid, seeing that his family is falling apart? And truth be told, no one wants to see their family fall apart, irrespective of the fact that it's up to their parents to decide. At the same time, the kids would always want a home together where he has the father and the mother. And from all indication, that is what Peter, the son of the general overseer, is trying to cite here, showing that his mom has not been seen as an ex-wife. She is still the wife to his own father. But looking at this now, friends, do you think that this couple will still come back together after the husband has now remarried? Well, we don't know how all of this will turn out to be. You can see that his kids are all grown. They are not babies anymore, and they know what is good for their family at the same time, because even though the father has remarried, obviously means that the son is still not okay with that. He would have wished the family should come back together and be strong. And somebody wrote on Facebook again, telling the pastor, Peter, God bless you, pastor. My regards to your mom. She needs to be strong, and I believe very soon all this will pass away. Maybe the mother who even wanted a divorce is not willing to have that divorce anymore. You know, the truth about life generally is this. In a real world, if a man and a woman is having issue, if the man decides to now find comfort in another woman, and the woman gets to find out, that is when jealousy will start, or pain will start coming out of the woman's heart, and she will start regretting either whether she was the person that was at fault or not. There's this thing about the human being, you start feeling bad, like, I wish I had done things better not to let him go. Likewise, the woman, if a man and a woman is having issues, they're in a relationship, either they're married or they're engaged, and then the woman now goes to another man to either find comfort, the man in question either her husband or her fiancé will be upset. At that time, he'll start feeling he's losing something that he should have held on to. It goes both ways. Maybe now in this situation, the mom of this pastor Peter, who has now come out to request for Nigerians to pray for their family, is feeling bad that her husband is now in the arms of another woman. Probably before this whole marriage happened between her husband and Tina, she didn't feel anything. It was like, okay, this is a marriage that is almost coming to an end. But now that her husband has now remarried, probably the wife is not okay with the whole thing, even though she won't come out to say Tina is the one causing problems, which obviously their separation has started before Tina came into the picture. But then that human feeling of I'm losing my husband may be dawning on her now. Well, who knows what she's thinking or what is happening, but on a general view, this is what happens to every human being. It happens both to the man and to the woman. When someone else takes over your spouse, that is when you start feeling like you've lost something that belonged to you. Well, however it turns out to be, it's like more and more information and updates will be coming up. And as it comes up, I will definitely keep you all updated. So friends, please, to also analyze this better, if you've not heard the audio which I had posted yesterday from the mother of Tina and also from Tina herself, please, you could listen to it. Probably it could also give you more idea on what is also going on. You know, sometimes when you hear from people directly, it gives you a kind of better understanding as to what is happening. From all of this now, we hope and pray that let it end up fine. It shouldn't end up in chaos. It shouldn't end up in one person having to attack the other at the end of this whole thing, even though it's looking more complicated than people think it is. Friends, please, whatever you think from all of this, you could put that down at the comment section. We pray that Pastor Peter Adeoye, that's the son of the General Overseer, gets the peace that he is praying for in their family. However it turns out to be, no one would always wish that their family fall apart. They'll always pray for their family to come together. That's exactly what Peter is requesting for. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.